And welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and I just clicked 84, so I will be doing some videos coming up on some of the new things I've unlocked, such as like training droids or the credit thing that unlocks at level 84, so we'll get to see that. But this video really is just a first impressions video of the new event active. Now, it says I only have 2 days and 11 hours, but it literally just let me in. So I was told this was going to be a 3-day event, and I've lost 12 hours. I was up 3 hours ago, and it wouldn't let me. So my first impressions of the event, there's going to be some positives, and there's going to be some opportunities, okay? We're going to call them opportunities, if you will. The first thing is obviously a 3-day event, and I get 12 hours taken away is rough, because I'm not going to have 12 hours that everybody else got. And I was trying to play this a couple hours ago, and it wouldn't let me in. Now, my first impression, I've done 3 battles with my A team. I'm not really looking, again, at getting very high. The first time, my goal was to just unlock the short trooper so I could see what he was all about, get in the top 100. My goal now is going to be probably somewhere in, if I could get in the top 200 and get 25 shards, then great. And because really the 3 Omega material, Omega ability material mats are really what I'm looking for. And then the gold, credits at 2 million. That's great. So really the top 200 is my goal. But if I can get in either one of these, a couple of Omega pieces would be great, and 20 is almost as good as 25. So I'm not real stressed about, doing super amazing on this. I know a lot of people who are gonna, be very competitive, and that's fine. That's okay. That's exactly what it's designed for, is for competition. I have seen the short trooper on my shard, and I've been able to overcome him very easily with Sunfac and B2, and so he's not somebody that I think is absolutely a must-have, and so therefore I'm not super stressed. I will say that since I just started, I'm way down in the ranks. I'm at like 1100, and I got quite a few easy teams to go against, so that's cool. So you can get some of your beginner points pretty easily. But they said you can only set your defense once, and when I set my defensive squad, it said, "Are you sure? You can never reset this." And so the first opportunity that I saw was, one, I lost 12 hours because it started 12 hours ago, and then for me it should have started the timer at 3 days at 8 a.m. this morning when they said that I could start playing, but it required a client restart, and after the client restart, all of a sudden I'd lost 12 hours of gameplay. So there's my first opportunity. I wish they would have had me been given the entire time frame that everybody else was given. The second is you can go in to set your defensive squad and clear it. This was not supposed to be able to happen. I can do, pretty crappy 17,000 squad power, and I could set this. So, I don't know why they're allowing the clear squad button. I don't know if it's just a visual glitch or if it's them actually allowing us to change it. I'm not sure. So I'm hoping that it defaults and keeps it, and I hope it's just a visual bug. But my first overall impression of the squad tournament, I've got to fight 3 times now. And the first time, of course, you don't have to pay anything for your characters. The second time, it was 100 of those ally points, 100 of them per person, so it's 500 for a refresh. And the second battle, it was 500 for a refresh. Now, I used the same team over and over to see what the refreshes were, so I'm going to go ahead and, just flip through here, and, here's a pretty easy team, so I'll go ahead and do this one. And it looks like it's still at 100 for each, which makes it 500. And if it stays consistently the same there, then individuals who have the most ally points are obviously going to be able to do this. Now, I started saving my ally points about a week ago, and we've been given a few extra, but you get quite a few every day. But again, if you're wanting to be number one, you probably need 500,000 to 1,000,000 ally points. I personally don't have nearly that. So I'm just going to play a couple of these and we'll go from there. So whenever I am playing a team and I have my Stormtrooper Han, I don't want him to dispel my Stormtrooper Han, right? So you want to take care of the individual who dispels. So there he's gone. Now I can use my Stormtrooper Han, and they have to smack him. And so that's really the goal, is to force them to spoon feed me extra turns. And their Stormtrooper Han just went, but that's why I have Sun Fac, instantly retaliates and gives him critical chance down, and on top of that, takes away his ability. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take out Lando. That's their only real powerhouse right now. And then we will go ahead and take her out. She's still got tenacity up, so let's get rid of that. See if I can hit both of them. There we go. Over 10K. And so there we go. Now the points do tier down. I got 200 points for the first 2 battles, and then I got 170 points on the next 2 battles. So I got 170 last time and 170 this time. And I am now in the 900s. So I'll just do 1 or 2 more of these battles and show you. But again, so my impressions are it's fair for everyone. It's pretty even Steven. I know they have a minimum of visual glitch on the setting defense. I don't know if it keeps it or if it's allowing you to change it out. I'm not sure, but it's weird that you can even click on the set defense button and change it out. And wow, there's an easy team to the right. We'll definitely pick that one. And then, of course, if anybody was hoarding these ally points, they'll be the ones with the shore troopers, because there isn't an optional, another option. There isn't like, hey, to use your ally points or use crystals. But I have to say, I really am happy they went away from crystals, to be completely honest. Okay, so here we go. The first 4 were 100, 100, 100, and 100 for each of them. It has now gone to 250, and that's pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and switch. We'll do a different team. How about we will use... Boy, I've got so many fun people. Let's do Rex as a leader. He's just fun. Let's do... He'll be my dispeller. Ayla, she's fun to stun. And Anakin, he's got a great AoE. And let's see, I really want someone who's really high damage. Oh, you know what? Emperor Palpatine for the stun, and he's a high damage character. I haven't used any of these, so let's go ahead and try this. I will tell you, Rex lead, it's that tenacity up that really makes him so amazing. What's funny is I almost built the same team as what I'm going against. That's actually kind of funny. And that's exactly why I brought him in. Now if I can get him before he... There we go. All right, and let's see, while they're stunned, let's start to take her down. There we go. That's why I brought her in. And let's go ahead and start to get some shock over these individuals. So this team seems to be working pretty good. So I've got a lot of teams. I'll be honest, the last time I played this, I did exactly what I did today, which is just pick one team and play one team throughout the tournament. And I didn't play that many battles. I did get in the top 100, but I don't know what it is. We know when you're familiar with a particular team, you really enjoy playing that team. You know the ins and outs. So this is actually a benefit of the tournament, is it's getting me to be, to get a little outside of my box and to play with some of these characters that, I normally wouldn't play with. Wow, that was a terrible attack. Come on, Anakin. You gotta do more than that. All right. I'm glad there's no time limit on this, by the way, since I was like chatty Cathying it up, talking while I play. But no, it's great because you've got other characters, you've got other teams. Now, so if you're going to talk strategy, and I don't really have a strategy for the Shores, that's people are like, "Oh, Warrior, he's great." Yeah, whatever. I honestly, I don't have much strategy for this. I wouldn't have used my number one team. Damage team right off the bat if I actually had a strategy. I will tell you, if you want a strategy, use the lowest level teams you can get away with and run through them until they go to the 250 refresh, and then pick the next strong team you have. Make sure you're picking synergistic teams. Like make up a droid team, and you know, if it's really high damage and you know it's a medium team for you, then keep it in the middle. And then if you've got some teams that are a little bit weaker, run those first, then go to your medium teams, then go to your, you know, B or A squads, and do the hundreds. And then if you feel like you want to go back and do it over again and use the 250 refreshes, then do so. But again, I am now rank 639, and I am just, this is the first time I've gone with another team. So, you know, I think I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this, you know, switch out a few of the different teams and see, you know, who I'm going against, and maybe, you know, if you know you're using a particular person, like I'm using Emperor Palpatine right now, you know, pick a Jedi team to go against, because then you know you're going to damage the Jedi pretty easily. Like this team to the far right, this 38,000 power team, you know, there's 4 Jedi on there, so that would be a pretty excellent battle to go into. And again, it's the 100 refresh for now. And I think if you use it to the 100 refresh on your team squads, you should be able to get into, you know, the top 500 pretty easily, as long as you have 2 or 3 teams. Really, for the tier 7 Rancor raid, or for the heroic tier of the AAT tank raid, you really need 20 top characters, like maxed geared, max leveled. And so 20 top level characters is going to equate to 4 teams. And if you have 4 teams, you should be able to do decent in this. Yeah, that stupid tenacity up from Yoda, and Yoda's fast too. Well, that's a little irritating. The good news is Yoda's tenacity up just doesn't last that long. See if I can get a stun off. Nah, he resisted. This will be the last battle that I personally do. And then I'll get out of here. I don't want to make the video too long. We'll see how I do. Everybody still has tenacity up. Let's try it anyway. Yeah, he resisted. Still got the physical damage off. Let's see if we can just take him out. Get Yoda gone. Yoda is not a threat, but he is. He's a threat because he's just irritating. He jumps around. He gives everybody buffs, and so it's just an irritation, if anything. He calls an assist, so I'm gonna say that he's the bigger of the threat. And Yoda is excellent against Emperor Palpatine, by the way. I think that's really great for people to know that. And now I don't want to lose anyone, and I'm about to lose my Rex, so let's see. There we go. I got a stun off. That was exactly what I wanted. So there we go. All right, well, I want to know what your thoughts are. I'm hoping that each one of you have now dove headfirst into this pool of tournaments and checked out your competition and started to climb the leaderboards in the shard that they put you on. What are your thoughts? What do you like that's different about this, and what do you wish that they would have changed? Or is there anything out there that they could have done, like maybe given everybody a heads up about the ally points a month ago? So if you have any ideas on this new tournament and how they have restructured it, positive or constructive criticism, leave them in the comments down below. As always, keep your gaming on. Warrior out.